Finally, I get to talk about this awesome game, Resistance Fall of Man. Boy, this game brings back so many great memories with the PS3. When I first discovered this game, I really liked a lot of the gameplay footage I saw from YouTube, and I just had to try it out, and I fell in love with this game once I played it for the first 4 to 5 hours. It was so much fun, and it was definitely the best old school and modern style first person shooter I've ever played. It was so fast paced, and you had a lot of these, chaotic moments with the gunfights or how many enemies the game throws at you. But then again, it does got that modern feel by having a story, and the AI is actually smart too. I personally think it's like a combination of Doom and Halo put in a World War II setting. I remember people were comparing this game to Call of Duty because back then Call of Duty was a World War II shooter, but it's not really like it, although it does have, some similarities like the iron sights, but it's really more of an arcade shooter. I still remember some of the levels because I played it so much, and it was a lot of good times, and I hope to come back to this game again and, try to get my whole skill back again because I definitely forgot a lot of the stuff about this game. Resistance Fall of Man really didn't do anything new, but it did it well, very well. You'll notice a lot of the levels were, just well designed, and they had a lot of memorable moments, but the game also gave you some freedom to choose how you want to play because some of the maps were wide open, so you had some opportunities to experiment the maps. I personally don't think there's enough old school / modern styled first person shooters that do it as well like this one. Actually, I don't think there's many of those type of shooters, but I've always loved these type of games because I love the nature of old school games since they're so fast paced, and I like having health packs, but then I also like having good AI and regen health. Health packs are great because they make you feel more vulnerable, and it promotes exploration, but then you have regen health, which doesn't do that, and I still believe that it can make you vulnerable. I don't believe that you are a walking tank, but the great thing about health regen is that it makes the gameplay much faster paced since you don't have to look for the health packs, but then again, it ruins the exploration factor. Personally, I think if there is a game with a lot of Halo and Doom elements, it's almost an instant buy for me, but then again, there are some prerequisites I need to see first. Now, this game also had a reputation for being difficult. I mean, people were kind of upset by how stimulating the game can be, and it is a fairly punishing game. There isn't much checkpoints compared to like Halo or most modern games nowadays, but I don't think it's that difficult. It's okay, really. And I will leave you some of the reviews I found on GameSpot because they just made me laugh since it almost feels like a rant. But to be honest, this game almost feels like Doom 4 to me because it has a lot of that stuff that makes it, feel like a Doom game. You're getting overwhelmed by enemies, it's fast-paced, action-driven, but then again, it's not, like a straight expansion add-on to Doom 2. I mean, I could do some changes to make it feel more like a Doom game because these are aliens you're fighting, not demons from hell. But still, this is like a blueprint of what I believe Doom 4 should adapt, since it's supposed to be gritty and more visceral than Rage, and this game really has a lot of those elements. Then you have the old school and modern elements because it gotta stay true to what Doom is, but they also need to find a way to make it up to date. Speaking of Doom 4, there's actually some news I found today. Well, somewhat. Apparently there was an update in the game from Steam Hub. Now, I guess what this means is the game is starting to get ready for a public release, and it looks like it's in the beta stage once you look inside the primary cache, although I don't know what that is, but it must be important. I'll post a link for you guys to check it out. Now, I also want to say that once Doom 4 is officially released, I'll be posting a lot of stuff about Doom 4 because it's really my highly anticipated game. I mean, I've been wanting to play this game since, Doom 3 was done, and I'm quite excited for this game, but I'm also in control because I'm not gonna just fall into the hype right away. All the content that I'll be posting are going to be fair and honest. I've always been open-minded to things, so I think you will find it interesting to watch. And I'm not going to go like, oh, this is going to be Doom 3.5, so it sucks, because it's not like Doom 1 or 2. I can't say anything right now since the game really has no real information from the gameplay standpoint. All I know is that, the developers are just telling you what the game is going to be. All I gotta say is that I hope they keep their promise, and I am liking what I've been hearing from John Carmack overall. Like, it's gonna be more gritty, visceral, better tactical gameplay, all that stuff, really. With all of that said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'm out. Peace.